So when we have this live right now, it's after almost 2 hours of sitting at the entrance in the parliament. And we were denied access in the building of the European Parliament in Brussels because we do not have a green certificate, or we did not show them a proof of green certificate. Now, the situation is this. When the green certificate, when this regulation was implemented to have a green certificate across Europe, it was implemented in order to so-called facilitate freedom of movement. So right now we got to the point where this green certificate is used to exercise basic fundamental rights, to go to a store to buy food, to go to a doctor, to go to an official building, and in our case, to exercise our mandate as members of the European Parliament, directly elected by the people and for the people. So today we came to work because we have many meetings, and as you can see, they are not allowing us in the building because we don't have a green certificate. Now the situation is this: the Treaty of the European Union, as well as many other documents of the European Union, clearly state that we cannot be banned or prohibited in any way to exercise our mandate as members of the European Union, of the European Parliament, directly elected by the people. So this is exactly what we are invoking right now. You know, we have some security guards here that are asking us to show proof of green certificate. We refuse to do so. We told them we are not vaccinated. We don't have a green certificate. I never had one. I'm traveling with tests when I have to travel. But I told them I will not show them, you know, I mean, I don't have a vaccination certificate because I'm not vaccinated. I don't have a green certificate. And as far as the tests, I will not show them any tests because the law clearly states that in order to exercise the mandate as a member of the European Parliament, nobody can interfere with that, which is exactly what happened today. So we recorded everything. Right now we are live. The reason why I'm speaking in English is because this live is going to go all over the world. It is important for members of other parliaments, for citizens of the European Union, for citizens of the world, man, to understand what the hell is going on in this world. Because if we cannot exercise anymore basic fundamental rights, I mean, you citizens, you know, regular citizens are forbidden right now to exercise basic fundamental rights, but also us, as elected by the people for the people, cannot exercise the right that we were voted by the people to exercise here. This is simply insane. It's unheard of. This is tyranny, man. This is not democracy anymore. This is not democracy anymore. So at the beginning of this interaction, I would say, when we were stopped from entering the building, I recorded everything, but it was not broadcasted live. I will have a clip just with what happened when we tried to enter. Everything, all the exchanges that we had, everything that was said was on record. Because we will obviously open a lawsuit against the Parliament for prohibiting us to exercise our mandate. So this is where we are right now, dear friends. Those that are listening to me right now, that are watching this video, you know, especially the one that are outside of Romania, give it to all of your friends from all the countries around the world. You know, we are over 2,200 people watching this live right now. Because guys, it is important for you to understand what is happening. Because if they do this to us, imagine what they will do to you. You know, if they do this to us as MEPs, despite the fact that we have certain so-called immunities, okay? If they do this to us and if we cannot exercise the mandate that we were voted for, imagine what they will do to you. So when I was elected here in 2019, I told you guys, the reason why I'm coming and I'm running to be elected in the European Parliament is to fight for the rights of the Romanians in particular, but for everybody, you know, in general, for the rights and liberties of everybody to be respected. So this is what I promised in my campaign, and this is what I'm doing, and this is what exactly my colleague does. So we are not stopping. This fight is just the beginning. So for those listening right now from Romania, please share this video with all of your friends from all over the world to understand what is happening here. Imagine if they ban any people, any MEPs that have opposing views to the official narrative. You will not be able to hear anything else except this propaganda that was told to everybody in the European Union for the last almost 2 years. And this is one of the reasons why they are trying to scrutinize us, to filter us, to ban us, to forbid us, to make our job way harder to be here and fight for you. But we are not stopping, and we will keep fighting for you guys. So I have my friend here from Croatia.
Hello.
Ivan, if you want to say anything.
Of course. Hello, we are now in the premises of the European Parliament. This is the main entrance behind me. It's almost 12 o'clock on Tuesday. And we have tried to enter the European Parliament just like any other day with this badge. We all have MEP badge. This badge should be, according to the regulations, the treaty, etc., should be everything that is necessary to prove that you are an MEP and to enter the buildings of the European Parliament. However, they have implemented measures that are illegal, that are wrong, and we are here to prove a point. We are here to prove and show how things work now. We are fighting against the DGC, the Digital Green Certificate. The DGC started here. We voted against it 3 times in 3 different occasions in the first half of the year, and it must end here as well. As you know, all around Europe there are now many restrictions. You cannot access public buildings or even shops, stores. You cannot keep your job if you don't have a DGC. This is not a measure for your health. It has nothing to do with your health because, as I have stated, science tells us otherwise. It is illogical, it is non-scientific, it is a thing of policy and politics implemented by various governments around Europe and the world, unfortunately. People who carry a DGC can get infected themselves and they can infect others. It is basically a license to spread and infect. So it has nothing to do, science showed us that, and common practice. So it has nothing to do with your health. It is a matter of rights. So we will fight for our rights, for our constitutional rights, right to move, right to assembly, right to work, and all the other rights. This will not stop here. This will not stop now as it is. It will spread. It will come to your door. It will enter your life if it hasn't done it already. It will blackmail you. It will molest you. And the only way to stop this is not by saying, yes, I comply, I comply, I comply. The only way to get out of this is to say no. The only way you can stop this process, undemocratic process, is not by complying. It is by saying, no, I will not comply, by civil disobedience and offering resistance on every step wherever you can. This is the only way that this can be stopped. Because as long as people comply, as long as they say, okay, that's just another measure, it will not take so long. This is, after we finish this phase, then we are out, we are saved. No, as long as people comply to these bad policies, non-scientific, illogical, human rights violating policies, this will not stop. The only way is simply not to be a part of it and to boycott and to offer civil resistance and disobedience to this entire system and policy. And this is what we are doing. We are building up resistance and please be a part of it. Let's return Europe and the world to democracy. Let's reinstate democracy, human rights, fundamental rights. And finally, let's do things scientifically in the end, not politically. We must do things scientifically. Only good science can take, and good medicine can take us out of this crisis, and not political or corrupt scientists or some other. So, good democracy and good science. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ivan. So as you can see, we keep the fight on. We had before 2 press conferences where we explain some of the things that are going to happen. And we raise these concerns. And exactly the concerns that we raise are happening right now. You know, we cannot exercise our mandate as elected by the people and for the people. So imagine right now, guys, not only from Romania, but from the entire European Union, that the opposing voices that are raising concerns and showing what is actually going on are denied access in the parliament. So the record from now on will show only what one side wants to show. So this is exactly how you institute tyranny. This has nothing to do with democracy. Power, it was given to us by the people in order to be exercised for the people. The problem is that people who are not elected, people who are not accountable to anybody, are able right now to impose measures, not only on us, but on all of you. On all of you. And I want you guys to think, is this the type of European Union that you want? Where your basic fundamental rights are conditioned by a green certificate that is not certifying anything? Because if you're vaccinated, you can get sick. You can get COVID and you can spread that to other people. And if you are tested, you know, it's just showing that at the moment of testing, you might be negative. But it doesn't mean that after you left the testing place, you're not infected and you're not spreading the virus all over the place. So this is where we are right now, guys. As we said, we are here to fight for you and to fight for democracy in the European Union, and we will keep this fight on. I will end this live right now in English, and I will start another one in Romanian soon, so my constituents will know exactly what is going on. Thank you so much. God bless you, and we'll keep the fight on.